Hi everybody, my name is Andy Curtis. I'm coming to you today from the Academy of Combat Application Techniques in Fort Worth, Texas. And I just want to review the training mask, the Elevation training mask from the Training Mask Company. With all the celebrities aside, Sean Shirk and Vanderlei Silva and some of the UFC celebrities, let's talk about the reality of this product. And it is for intermittent hypoxic training, which what that really is, in simple terms, that is living low and training high. Okay, that allows you to live at low altitude and train at the same conditions as high altitude. And there have been a lot of clinical studies from different organizations that have proven that training high and living low actually does have an effect on lung expansion and also red blood cell, the creation of red blood cells. So with that being said, we're not going to argue the science behind the mask, although there are some critics out there who are still hard-headed and they're trying to argue the science behind intermittent hypoxic training. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to talk about the product itself. The mask itself, it's a really good product. It's not a gas mask. In fact, from everything that I've read, Sean Shirk and his crew actually developed this product by taking the standard gas mask and taping it up so that you actually have more resistance for breathing than an actual gas mask. So I want to talk about one of the really cool features of this product. It has a screw-on air filter system. Okay, this is where you get your breathing resistance. And I guess when it comes down to it, when you buy the training mask, there are actually 3 different filters of which you could put on, but in reality you actually have 4 different restrictions at which you can set it for. I guess you can have one without any of the filters screwed on. Another one is a yellow filter. Then there's an orange filter. And then there's a red filter. I've been training for probably about a month with this, and I've actually had to work my way up to the red filter. The yellow filter has 3 air holes at which you can breathe. The orange one has 2 air ports, and the red one only has 1 air port. So it's pretty cool. You get to choose your resistance level, screw it on, and train. Another good feature about this is the strap system. Look at the strap. It's completely adjustable. You can adjust it from 5 different angles. You can adjust it at the top. Then you have an upper left, an upper right, a lower left, and a lower right. And it's pretty comfortable to wear. It's got like a little pad on the back of the head, so you don't have any pressure from the straps. Does a really good job at sitting on your head properly. Another thing that I really like is that there's a drinking tube port. You see I unscrew that? If you're doing some kind of endurance training and you want to be able to screw in some kind of drinking tube, you can certainly do that, so that you never have to take the mask off and take your recovery drinks or your refreshments. If we flip it around to the inside, which I'm about to do, you see that there's a really neat little chin cup that helps seat your chin in there, helps keep the tight seal to the face. Another little cup that forms around the mouth and the nose to help create that seal. And inside, you'll also see a drink tube. You just grab a hold of that with your teeth, bite down on it, and suck through whatever liquid of your choice. So overall, I tell you, I think this is a great product. Whenever you get the training mask, it's going to come inside of this package. The package looks just like this. We've already talked about the different filters that you have on there for resistance. You have a yellow, which is the easiest, orange, which is the next hardest, and of course the red. It also comes with some clean wipes to help you wipe the mask down. When you run out, you can also use alcohol pads to wipe it down and clean it. I recommend that you clean it every time after you use it. Clean the lenses, clean the all the inner parts, clean the outer parts as well, because we want to preserve the rubber. It's a good company. Read the back. It tells you don't go to sleep wearing it. Again, you know, you do only have limited air holes, and the last thing you want to do is be sleeping with this thing and have your blankets get wrapped over it and have you suffocate. Okay, you know, one of the alternatives that there is to the training mask, you know, something that I was using before I actually got the training mask, was I was using the old snorkel. You know, everyone knows Vanderlei Silva made this famous on one of the UFC shows, using the snorkel with the headgear. I got to tell you, I finished a fight in 2008 where my conditioning wasn't where it should have been. One of my cornermen and trainers, he actually came up to me and he told me, you know what you need? You need to go out and buy a snorkel and a heart rate monitor. And I just kind of laughed at him. That was my introduction to hypoxic training. He kind of coached me through it, told me how to go about doing it. So this is what I actually started using after that fight. It did increase my endurance levels, like I said, exponentially. But the problem with the snorkel system is that there are no adjustment levels. I mean, I guess you could just tape off the air hole, but you know, there is no set adjustment level for this. It is a lot bulkier. It's more difficult to train with. You know, just because, you know, it's always there. It's in your way. It's just not as natural as the training mask is. Overall, I mean, it's not bad, but you know, you compare it in price, you're probably going to pay $50 or $60 for the headgear, and then you're going to go out and buy probably a snorkel for another $20 or $30. For your money, you're honestly much better off buying the training mask. And additionally, every time you use this snorkel, you're going to have to tape off your nostrils so that you're not getting in that sea level air. You know, it's a good idea, and it was great, a great product before the training mask came out. But overall, I got to tell you, that training mask is far better. One of the things that my wife has pointed out to me since I started using the training mask versus the snorkel is that I actually sleep better at night. I have no clue why that might be, but that was one of the things that she noticed, that ever since I started using the training mask, I sleep better. And hey, I'm not going to knock it, because everybody knows the importance of rest and recovery when it comes to hard training. There is another option. They have something called the O2 Trainer, which is a device that you can place in your mouth, and you can breathe with that. Again, I don't think it's as good, because you have to tape off your nostrils to use that as well. And if you're just running around with the O2 Trainer in your mouth, well, it's real easy to just go ahead and get clean, you know, sea level air by just breathing through your nostrils if you don't tape your nostrils off. I got to say, after using this for about a month, it has definitely increased the intensity of my workouts. I've noticed that after about 2 weeks of training with it, back when I was still using the orange setting, that my overall sense of wellness had increased exponentially. I teach mixed martial arts classes all the time. I'm teaching military combatives classes and kids karate classes, and I can tell you that I might go from demonstrating a technique at full force or full speed, and then I'm able to continually keep giving the period of instruction without a break because I'm short of breath. So I'm noticing that lung expansion. I'm noticing that overall sense of wellness. I feel better. Maybe it's because my lungs are accustomed to taking in that restricted airflow at an accelerated heart rate, and when I take off the mask, it's just like There is no resistance, so my lungs are expanded. I'm able to take in more oxygen. It's a really good product. I recommend it for anyone who's going to do endurance training, and I'm giving this 5 out of 5 stars. Training Mass Company has taken the intermittent hypoxic training and it has made it affordable for anyone at just $89.99 per mask. Compare that to Colorado altitude, where people are paying thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to set up chambers for altitude training, or to have the devices where you have to be stationary in order to have the mask hooked up. So these guys have done a great thing. They've made intermittent hypoxic training available to athletes of pretty much any income level, and I think that the health benefits are great from it. I recommend it to anybody. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through a quick little workout. I just started training with the red, so I got to tell you, man, my intensity level on these workouts has increased exponentially. It's very difficult to do my workouts, which I used to breeze through. Stuff when I was wearing the snorkel with the nose tape, I used to fly through these workouts, and I got to tell you, it's brought a whole different level of resistance to the table. And we're going to demonstrate just one little circuit for you guys. Some advice about training with the training mask. You want to be careful when you're doing training exercises where you may cover up one of the air holes. I know I've been giving classes before where I'm training with my guys, doing things like knees on the pads, and every time I hit the pad would come up and hit the airport that I'm trying to breathe through. And I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than that feeling of, oh my God, I'm trying to take in a breath, and my breathing is already restricted, and oh my God, I can't breathe. There is no air. So you guys want to be careful with that. I always train with a heart rate monitor on. My heart has shot up as high as 150, 160 for this little training circuit, but it's already back down to like 102. It's beeping, telling me I got to get back to work, but that's my review of the training mask. I hope you enjoyed this review. Again, we look forward to seeing you guys in the future and having you guys tune us in to see what other reviews that we have for you.